All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Monday morning. I do pray everybody is very blessed as we are currently building some bearish CVD underneath VWAP. We're going to be getting into this Bitcoin technical analysis, watching New York open. It's going to be a juicy week. Stay tuned, guys. As usual, if anybody has any questions during the stream, go ahead and post them in the Discord, guys. Questions during live stream channel, and I'll be in there answering. Boyan is in there as well. He can answer your questions too. All right, y'all. Well, here we are live on this beautiful Monday, and it is a beautiful day outside. The sun is shining, the birds are shining, the grass is shining, the chickens are shining. Everything's great. And yeah, let's get right into this analysis, guys. So it is a new week, a brand new week. And so what that means is we have a new weekly level of resistance coming in at about 30,313.5, and then we don't have any weekly support until 22,167, and then we don't have any more support until 16,601. Wow, crazy stuff. Now, I do have to say this. All of these weekly levels are very, very important right now because this is a very important area of resistance. This is going to be a very, very important zone of support because not only is it a fresh weekly, but I mean, it's a beautiful support resistance flip where we could see it was our support in February, it was our resistance back in September, it was our resistance back in July of last year. And I love July. I can't wait until July. But anyway, that's off topic. So these are our new weekly levels, and if we take a look at the weekly volume profile, we see that we do have a weekly naked point of control at 29,430 as well. So we've got those levels on the chart, the naked point of control at 29,430 and the weekly level at 3313. If we go to the daily time frame, we can see a few things here. Let's put on our daily levels. We have this tapped daily, which I'm still keeping on my chart. Reason is because it has been respected. It was support many times here, and then it was resistance a few times here as well. And then We also have this tapped daily down here at 27,115. Now, 27,115, this is the level that we bounced from, like to the dollar, like literally to the dollar. And this is what makes me sad about ByBit. I just got the notification on my phone this morning that they will require KYC to open new positions. But this is what's so great about the ByBit exchange. If you can still trade on ByBit, it's great for this, because you will not see this on any other exchange. You will not see this on any other exchange where literally the level is hit like to the exact dollar. That is crazy. That is crazy. Is that not crazy? So we've got some daily levels here. We've got one right around that weekly, and that is going to be coming in at 3387. And then we don't have a fresh daily until we come back down to 24,366. So these are going to be our high time frame levels that we're going to be working with. To the upside, we still have the 31,342 daily. That is still to the upside. But to the downside, we have nothing until 24,366. So what is happening right now with this market structure? Well, we are coming up to a very important area, which is going to be the $26,500 area. The reason why $26,500 is so important is because if we lose this level, we are officially now printing bearish market structure on the daily time frame, right? We're still technically in bullish market structure because we have, our low, our high, our low, our high, right? Well, we could subdivide this as well. We could say, that we've got our low, our higher low, our higher high. We could still be making a higher low here and continue in this bullish market structure. But once we lose this previous higher low right here, well, that becomes a bit more bearish. And so we really need to be watching what happens right here. If we somehow are able to just hold this support and get a move to the upside, that is pretty bullish in my opinion, having put in a higher low. However, if we come down low, and even if we get a CDW of these lows, which honestly I would be expecting some kind of a bounce from this level, then that becomes more bearish, and I would be looking to add to a short trade if we get a retracement, and then we could look for the head and shoulder type pattern like this, and basically take it down to some of these lower levels here. I would be actually looking, if this head and shoulder pattern does break down, I would probably be looking for a target around $21.5 thousand, because that is just the technical target of the head and shoulder breakdown. It's also a very nice support resistance flip, but there's a lot of things we can look at. But this is just the overall market structure here. Is look, as long as we don't take out this low, it's still objectively speaking, we're still in bullish market structure on the daily time frame. As soon as we take out this low, 26,500, even if we get a retracement to the upside, I become more bearish than I do bullish on these higher term time frames. When we take a look at the weekly market Cipher B, we can also see that we are printing and have confirmed the red dot, with the money flow officially now back into the red or the purple. And we still do have the daily divergence that, in my opinion, yeah, this may not be done playing out yet, right? We've got this daily bearish div that confirmed last Saturday. And it looks like there could still be some more room to the downside here. So even if we get a retracement, I would honestly expect us to do something like this if we are going to take out that low. Okay, so we've got our dailies, we've got our weeklies. Naked points of control, like all this stuff is basically the same as yesterday, the chart that I imported yesterday. So we do have some naked points of control to be aware of. I mean, to the downside right now, we've got 26,875 is a naked daily point of control, which we could get a local bounce from. To the upside, We've got 28,825. We've got 29,275. We've got 29,430. Then we have 37,75. These are all areas that we do need to be aware of, especially for finding confluences with other levels. So right now, as far as volume goes, I am very much so interested in this little chunk that we've got going on here. So, we have the macro range, I would consider being from Friday, March 17th to our present day. And then we have the mini range up here. So this is like really what I'm working with right now. And then a few points of interest for me are number one, going to be value area low of this range, because we never actually hit value area low. And so another move to the downside here into value area low would give us a bullish divergence on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, and I would absolutely be looking to take a long trade from there. Now, pretty much this, the Sunday levels are still the exact same. So I'm going to just change this to Monday chart. I've really not made any changes on here. Yesterday in my video update, I was talking about the potential of the CDW into this box. We got that. And so we still need to be aware of the CDW into this box down here, right? We've got the value area low, and we've got a naked point of control right down here in this box. So the first potential long trade I'd be looking for today would be coming down into this box and getting a bounce from the CDW into that value area low naked point of control area and do something like this. And I would look to take that up toward the value area high of the range, probably about a 6% move. Of course, we could target, the golden pocket or the 786. We could come up higher, but my first major target would be the value area high of the range, because we're looking to take a long trade from the value area low of the range. And so when we are trading ranges, we look to go from the low to the high. And money flow on the 1 hour looks good. Momentum on the 1 hour looks good. So for me, if we do get this move here, this would be my trading idea number one for today. Trading idea number two for today would be coming down into the golden pocket, because the golden pocket also allows us to get a CDW, a chicken's drinking water, a swing failure from this low, right? We come down, we grab the low, and we get a move to the upside from there. And so this would be trade idea number two for me for the longs, from the 6 Juanita down a little bit below. Technically, this idea is valid until the 786, but I wouldn't really be looking for that. I would be looking for something more like this, and I would also be looking to trade this back up to value area high, which is still a nice a nice trade setup here, depending on where we get that bounce. So if we don't get any of these longs, and honestly, I would like right now, if all of a sudden we drop down to there, I would absolutely take the long now, just because of the bullish divergence on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour, on the 24-minute. We would be printing BitBoy butt cheeks and money flow getting higher. It looks pretty bullish to me right now for a potential sweep of those lows and then a move to the upside. So if we lose that, then we're going to be dealing with lower zones of support, which in my opinion are going to be these swing trade levels here. And we could talk about some other levels as well. But first is going to be the 24.4 to 25.4 zone. It's a pretty big zone, but it's a major support resistance flip. And then we have some other areas, but we will cross those bridges when we get there, if we get there, because right now that's irrelevant as long as we are trading within this range. Now, to the upside, I still have the same short ideas as I did yesterday. Yeah, we got the CDW into this zone here. This is still local resistance right now, the high volume node of the range. But to the upside, I'm really looking at this value area high, naked points of control, golden pocket. We have a lot of confluences up here, and it's a little bit more difficult up here because we have so many different potential levels. Yeah, there's so many different potential levels here, between the fibs and the naked points of control. Let's go ahead and just pull this fib from a few different other zones here. Yeah, I mean, pretty much all of these levels are giving us major confluences. We have to also put a box up here because, local value area high plus the daily plus the weekly plus the 786. We have a lot of areas where we could be looking to short. Now, I do have to say this. Although the value area high is a nice area right here, when I'm looking at just the way this looks, right? All this right here, I feel would be, if we start to get a move up, we would take that out quick, just because of the it's the 1 hour chart, but the market structure is pretty sloppy, right? It doesn't look very clearly defined, where we can't see clearly defined swing highs and swing lows like we can here, right? These are clearly defined swing highs and swing lows, but right here it's like real close, a tight channel. That makes me think if we get the move, we could come up and just take all of that, which then would put us right into this golden pocket. So let me readjust these levels, because this is actually looking pretty nice right here. Yeah, this is looking pretty nice. So this is going to be this yeah, I mean, this is a 786 and a golden pocket right up here. It's going to be 30.2 to like 30.3. Yeah, these would be, I'd say, better levels to be looking right now for a short trade. But, at the same time, the value area high is the value area high, right? So we do need to be aware of that. But I would say that these two levels to the upside are much juicier looking than the value area high is. And the only confluence we have at the value area high is this more local golden pocket right here. And that's not even much of a confluence. Maybe the 0.5 fib. Let's check out the 0.5 fib. I don't even have it here. I don't even have the 0.5 fib. I don't even use the 0.5 fib anymore, I guess. Okay, yeah, I mean, we've got the 0.5 fib around that high volume node. So, like, just be aware that this is, I'm sorry, not high volume node, value area high. Just be aware that this is, in fact, a level that we do need to be aware of. I'm going to make it purple, because purple are levels that I am aware of but not taking as seriously. All right, so let me just go ahead and make a copy of this and put it in, because it's been changed. It's been changed a little bit. And I'll post this in the Discord. All right, cool. Let's see if we have any questions in here. Will KYC affect UK traders? I do not know. If anyone knows, please let me know. How much longer will I use ByBit? I guess until March 8th, right? Because I won't be able to deposit or trade, but I'm sure I'll be able to withdraw. So that sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Especially if I have to. Yeah, I think I might be able to keep my current trades open. Can you go back and forth between USDT and BTC on MEXC and Bitget like you can? Yes, you can. It's a little bit more complicated, Crypto Dave, on MEXC. You have to like move it into your spot account, I think, and then trade it on spot, and then move it back into your derivatives. Yeah, you can use, yeah, so Casey says you can use hedge mode on Bitcoin USD on MEXC, which is nice. Yeah, you could long short at the same time on the inverse pair on MEXC. We've got a few other questions coming in here, and let's take a look at XO real quick. So, look at this. We had some bearish CBD forming here, and that is starting to play out. When we came down to the lows here, we actually got some bullish CBD. If you take a look at what happened right here, we had a whole bunch of shorts opening up at these lows here, about 2 million of them getting absorbed, and then a move to the upside from there. So we've had some pretty interesting. We had bear CBD right here, then we had bullish CBD down here. Now we're getting a little bear CBD up here with lots of short liquidations actually that happened just as we hit into the VWAP. And if we go to the 15-minute time frame, we can see that throughout this little range that we've been trading all weekend, it's pretty much nothing too crazy has happened. Open interest is very, very flat. Right, we haven't seen really any big increase of positions opening here, and I think people are just waiting for the market open to see what is going to happen. We're chopping around VWAP. Primarily, VWAP has been our resistance more than it's been our support over the weekend. So we will see what happens when New York opens. Once again, looking at market Cipher B, I do think that things are looking. It's tough to say because we have bearish divs on the 1 hour and bullish divs on the 1 hour at the same time. So I think it's pretty neutral here. So we just need to wait for the setups to come and then take them with good risk management. Okay. What was the single print indicator you mentioned in TradingView a while ago? It was just called TPO. So just go into indicators, type TPO, and it's the one by Kiosef Trading. How did you catch the trade at the daily level limit order? And did you catch this? Yeah, that one, yes, I did place a limit order for. I did place a limit order for that one. And I have not gathered statistics on daily levels. I think Buoyant has. But I didn't know we were going to get the bounce like that from the exact level. It does happen sometimes on ByBit, not all the time. But in general, like this area right here, it was a confluence of a CDW into the daily into the value area low. So you can enter the trade and you can know in advance what your stop loss needs to be, right? So, if we know we're going to CDW, we know that we only need a 0.3% stop loss, and then our idea becomes invalid, right? If we're going to bounce from that daily value area low CDW, honestly, these are the situations where you can say, okay, there's a good chance that we're going to get some kind of bounce from this area, and so then you can adjust everything properly so that you lose less than 1% or 1% if the trade goes against you. Where do I set my alerts at my levels? So it depends on the context. If I am going to be at the computer, I will set them very close or not at all. If I'm going to be away, let's say I want to know about this daily level, I will sometimes set 2 alerts. So if I am, let's say, out doing work, I would set an alert like before we get to the level, like right around here, and then I would set another alert like right before the level. But I want to be aware that we're coming to the level so I can take a look at the computer and like see what's happening. It really depends on what you're doing and how quickly you can get to the chart to see the level. So if I'm waiting for a short at value area high, because we're so far away from value area high right now, I don't need to be worried much about like what the price is doing. But if we start to pump like crazy, I would probably set an alert like right up here and call it coming higher or something like Bitcoin pumping. And then I'm aware, okay, now Bitcoin's really pumping. So now I can be aware for my level. But if I'm at the computer, I would set an alert like super close to the level just to let me know that we got there. If I'm like looking at another window. How do we incorporate the entry price as well as the stop loss into our exchange before the setup happens? Okay, I would never do it with a CDW, to be honest with you, FWD. You should never do it with a CDW because the whole premise of a CDW is that you don't know where your stop loss goes until you see a confirmed CDW. But when it's something like this, what you do is you calculate, okay, what is the invalidation of the idea? The invalidation of the idea in this case would be below probably the value area low right there. So let's just say, for example's sake, we have a 0.6% stop, and then we would what you would do in this case is you would go into ByBit or whatever exchange you're using, and you would put on the amount of contracts that you would put on so that if this stop loss gets hit, you're losing a loss in accordance with your risk management strategy. And then and that's it, right? Make sure you check the TP. You can open a limit order with a stop loss already in place. Go ahead and do that. Like open the trade with a stop loss in place. And then what would happen is, let's say this gets triggered and stopped out. Well, you just are stopped out now with a 1% loss. But if it doesn't get stopped out, now you're in the trade. So that is how you do it. Never, never limit order a CDW. I mean, unless you can, of course, but it's obviously more risky. And the reason why is because a CDW has no clear invalidation, right? It has no clear invalidation. We could wick all the way down to here and then close the candle up here, and that would be a valid CDW, right? It would be valid. And if we were going to take that trade, and this could be a 1-minute candle, right? It could. We would have to put our stop loss below here, which is a 4.5% stop, right? We don't know the stop loss of the CDW until we see the CDW happen. So for that reason, setting limit orders is risky because even if you're right and the CDW plays out, you don't know where to put your stop. So this is still a valid setup with a really loose stop, but why waste the money on the limit order when you have no clear stop loss? That doesn't make any sense. Instead, just wait until you see the confirmed CDW to put your stop loss. And honestly, just the way I would do it, if we got a wick like this and we start to come up and we close the candle here, I would probably enter with a really tight stop and just see if we continue the move to the upside. And if we don't continue the move to the upside, then what I would do is I would look for another entry, something like, let's say that we actually get the CDW and we close the candle right here. If I'm going to enter, I would have to put a really, really small position size on because it is a 4%, 4.5% stop. So I'd rather enter the trade with a bigger position size and say, okay, look, I'm going to enter with a tight stop here, and if I get stopped out, then and of course I would be TP early and all that. And if I get stopped out, then what I would look to do is I would look then to enter again on a retest, right? And a lot of times I probably would just wait for the retest. It depends on the context. If we do something like this, and I see that we've got bullish divergences on the 4-hour, and the 1-hour, and the 24, and the 12, and we've got BitBoy butt cheeks, then I'd probably say, you know what, I'm just going to go for this because I think we can get more of a move to the upside. And if I don't see that, then I would want to wait until we got some kind of a retest, because oftentimes when you get those CDWs with that really big wick, you will get some kind of retest, because you do get a lot of people that start to long up here and then they get wrecked. I don't know how to do it on Binance FWD. I do not know how to add a stop loss before on a limit order in Binance. I have not used Binance since 2020. Shout out to Divine Hood. Very locally, we have a golden pocket aligning with the value area low at around 27,300. Nice. So right now, Divine Hood is saying that we've got this little channel here aligning with the golden pocket at around 27,300. He's looking at that. So let's that's a very, very local golden pocket, I guess. Huh. Yeah, I am personally, I mean, this is just me personally. I'm not really interested in taking any longs unless we take the lows right now, just because we are so close to value area low, and I can really see this 1-hour VWAP potentially getting that move to the downside. And we are 25 minutes away from NY Open, so that's just my own personal preference. I am not much of a scalper like that. I would prefer to wait for bigger levels. That's just my own personal preference. And that does change for me too, depending on what else is going on in my life. All right, we'll put back on Exo here and see what's happening. Yeah, we got that. Wow, we've got shorts opening up here. Slight increase of open interest, some shorts opening up, giving us actually some very local. It's hard to say. It's hard to say, guys. Gotta wait for that NY Open. And then once we get that NY Open, we can then be looking around at some potential trades. I really like what I see on these medium time frames here for a potential move to the upside. And if we don't put in a lower low, that's kind of bullish. If we do put in a lower low, that still could be bullish, but I would definitely be looking for the short of the lower high. That's what I would be looking for. What is a CDW? Somebody wants to know. It is a chickens drinking water, aka swing failure pattern. What am I going to trade on now that ByBit requires KYC? I'm going to be trading on MEXC, and I am also going to be trading on BingX, because BingX, guys, BingX. Let's see if I'm not mistaken here. BingX, you can trade Forex pairs. If I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Maybe not. I thought you could trade Forex pairs on here. Well, anyway, I am going to be looking into BingX, because I actually have been talking to them, just to get to know them as a company, as an exchange. They seem pretty legit, and they are legit. They're about quality over quantity. They're not going to be out there doing these crazy competitions and trading competitions and stuff like that. And they are very selective with the people that they affiliate with, like the YouTubers they affiliate with. They want to affiliate with actual trading communities and not just trying to get as many people on the exchange as possible, because they've seen what's happened over the past market cycle, where a lot of people get into trading not knowing how to trade, and then they get wrecked, and then they hate everything. So these guys are looking to kind of just change that vibe. But right now, MEXC is my go-to because I really like the exchange. I really like the mobile app. I really like the liquidity, and I've been trading on there already for quite some time. But I could have sworn you could trade. I'm pretty sure you can trade forex pairs on here. Hmm. I'll have to look into that more, and I'll let you guys know like what I'm doing and where I'm trading, and you'll see anyway. All right, we have about 20 minutes until New York opens. I have not looked into ZoomX Divine Hood. I have not looked into ZoomX. There's so many exchanges out there too. That's the other thing that's an issue. There's a lot of exchanges out there, and at the end of the day, you just don't know like what's trustworthy. Um, if FTX is not trustworthy, none of these exchanges are. Let's be honest. We don't know what people are doing. All right. Um, yeah, for MEXC, you are going to need a VPN. For BingX, you will not need a VPN as of yet. But here's the thing, guys. Eventually, all these exchanges are going to require VPN and KYC if they're centralized. We're probably only going to be able to continue to trade on DEXs in the future, and who knows what's going to happen in the future. Who knows? We're just going to do it for as long as we can, and then we'll have to figure out some other thing to do. All right, let's get some music on while we wait for New York Open. And we got some people in here talking about the Forex pairs. To find the Forex pairs, press markets at the top, then click Forex. All right, I've closed out. Hang on. Markets. I'll have to figure it out later, guys. I'm a little bit slow. We're gonna get some music. We're gonna watch New York Open. All right, guys. I will be right back I got to make sure the bladder is empty before New York opens. Otherwise, it's going to be a bad time. So hang tight, and then I'll be right back. All right, y'all, we are back in action, ready to go, ready to rock and roll. We've got some hype music playing as we've got some potential price action coming our way. Let's see if we have any other questions in here. Oh, I see. You can't trade stocks unless you're not in the USA. Man, I've been seriously, I'm actually looking at land in Costa Rica and Mexico. Not that I'm looking to move right now after putting all this work in the homestead, guys, but yeah, I'm tired of all this crap. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of regulations. Just leave me alone. All right, got a few more minutes until New York opens here. I hope we get a good New York open, guys. I got the butterflies in my stomach. Let's take a quick look at Ethereum here. I mean, you know, ETH, guys, these are pretty much the trades that I'm looking at, the ones that I posted in the Discord. Right? I mean, basically, we zoom out here, we've got our range, looking for longs near the value area low of the range, right? One from around the point of control with these other confluences, but more so coming down toward that value area low and daily. And then if we do get a move up from here, I'll be looking to short the value area high of the range, and then also the golden pocket up here. Those would be the two major areas I'd be looking at on Ethereum. You know, if Bitcoin puts in a lower low, I would expect ETH to also put in a lower low, potentially coming down to this 786 area here, because we've already come down to the golden pocket. That's where we're finding local support. So the next major zone is going to be that 786 area. And ETH, man, you know how it likes to wick, right? Bitcoin will hit levels a little bit better than Ethereum, but this daily was actually really nice up here. And this was the short setup that we gave as well. So shout out to anyone who took that. I did not. I have not been trading ETH. Let's check a look at the dollar quickly before New York opens. Dollar's getting a little pump on the 1 minute before New York opens. Yeah, so, you know, I've been saying for a while here, I do think that if the dollar is going to get a bounce from here and put in this double bottom, I do think, because this technically is a CDW on the weekly, we could see the dollar get something like this, and that would actually give us, my opinion, a little bit more downside on Bitcoin. But if we get a butt cheek blowout here, which we may, then that will pump Bitcoin, right? I think Bitcoin is very dependent on what the dollar does right now. I'm bearish on the dollar, but the two scenarios I see is either continuing with this trend or getting a fake out and then putting in a double top-ish, like around this area. A lower high, something like a lower high. Okay, so we are 10 minutes till New York open, and we have not done much here. We're going to go to our 24-minute time frame, and we can see that money flow getting higher. I'm liking what I'm seeing for potential longs up in here. Yeah, I like what I see for potential longs up in here. How's the 12? Also looking good on the 12. Wow, I didn't notice this BitBoy butt cheeks on the 12 when we came down to make that higher low. And we did make that higher low with a bullish divergence on the Orderflow as well. You know, we put in a bullish CBD divergence on Orderflow as well with the 12-minute BitBoy butt cheeks. So interesting. We get a DEX channel in the Discord. What do you mean by a DEX channel? Right now, the DEX that I'm most familiar with is Apex. It's very similar to ByBit, actually. I think it's owned by ByBit. Of course, you do need a VPN to use it, but you will never have to KYC on a DEX. All right, 7 minutes, guys, until New York opens. Shout out to Abo Hamza. Good to see you here, man. God bless you. We've got low volume, low volatility right here. All right. I've got to grab a charger real quick, guys. This thing's about to die. Give me 1 second. Five minutes until NY open. We got the hype music going on. It is pretty hype, if I do say so myself. I don't have any affiliate links for BingX at the moment. I do not. But if we work out a deal with them, I will get some affiliate links with probably some perks, and they seem really cool. Like from just me talking to them, they would host events. They might even host the 1K to 10K challenge, which would be cool. All right, 4 minutes, guys. I'm hoping we get some real nice volatility today. You don't need a code for MEXC. Don't need a code for what? All right, 2 minutes, guys. Open interest coming down. People are getting ready. I'm not about to see levels on the you shared. Chef Khalil. Oh, okay, yeah, you're probably gonna have to go to the object tree and turn them on. You're gonna have to go to the object tree and turn them on. Or make sure you're on the right coin pair as well in the watch list. Alright, 1 minute, guys. Let's get ready. Let's get serious. No more games. All right, we've got a red dot on the 24 minute. And we are open for business, baby. New York is officially open right now. 5 seconds in, baby, and we are getting very few longs opening up here. Primed for bullish divergences on the 24 minute, the 12 minute, the 1 hour. I like what I see here. I like what I see here. If we get a fast drop-a-roni for a fast buyback from one of these levels, right? We'd be looking for a CDW from the low that we put in into our first box. If we don't get that, wait patiently until we come to second box, in my opinion. To the upside, again, I'm not really interested in shorting unless we come up to at least our purple box. But more preferably, I would want to wait until we come up to the golden pocket, value area low, single prints, or 786 daily, weekly, value area high, CDW area. But the 1 hour is also looking primed, guys, for just a nice move to the upside. So in an ideal world, this is what I would be looking for this week. We'll have to wait and see, of course. We can't know. We have a blood diamond on the 24 minute. Let's see. Oh snap, MEXC has 0% limit fees even without a code? That's crazy. Thought they were giving that just to me. I don't see it on Hike and Ashi's. And I don't, I don't see it on regular candles. I don't see it on Hike and Ashi's either. No blood diamond on the 24. Oh man, look at all these shorts opening up, guys. Wow. Look at all these shorts opening, guys.
Oh, I get it. It's a tasty looking burger. DQ, happy tastes good.
I mean, that is interesting, you know? That is quite interesting. Had a lot of shorts open up down at these lows. Now they're getting wrecked. All right, let's keep our eyes on this order flow chart here. Wow. A lot of shorts opened up down here. Still open. Got a little squeeze going on there. Coming back up toward the VWAP. This is a short squeeze. We don't really have too many longs opening up here. All right, let's see what happens here, guys. You know, I was personally hoping for another move to the downside. Let's see if we get it. You know, New York loves to do the old 1-2 fake out punch. So let's see what happens here. I do have to say, you know, just looking at this chart here, we had bullish divs on the 1 hour. We had bullish divs on the 24-minute. We had bullish divs on the 12. Money flow looking good. You know, maybe we won't come down for another low. I hope we do, though. We can't really know for certain at all what's going to happen until we lose this range one way or the other. This is clearly our local range. So right now, for me, this is 100% a no trade zone. Because we are at the VWAP, the fairest of fair prices, and we are also at the point of control of this mini range, the fairest of fair. So there's no reason to buy or sell Bitcoin here if we're looking to make a profit, because this is super fair valued. We'd want to wait until we're undervalued or overvalued, in my opinion, before making a move here. And we've got some shorts now closing out, obviously. Man, that would be wild if that daily was the bottom. That would be wild. 4-hour money flow makes me think it's not the bottom, but nonetheless, I mean, we do have triple BitBoy dots and bullish div on the floor. But let's see what happens here. This is good music for the pump. If you're feeling this pump music, I'm feeling it for a Bitcoin pump right now. Six-minute bear div at the local golden pocket. Let's check it out. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. It could be, man. I mean, you know, how's the 1 minute looking on this one? Yeah, I could totally see that this golden pocket could give us local resistance. Yeah, it could. Money flow coming out, bearish divs on the 6 minute and down here. I'm personally not interested in it. Man, although 12 could also be giving us a bearish div. Look at that. I'm not interested in it because it's just not a trade I would take. But yeah, maybe this will be a local top and then we put in our bottom. Maybe this will be a yeah, local rejection. We are right now printing bearish divs on the 12-minute time frame and down. Let's see what's going on here. Ooh, and we've got some bearish CVD actually as well. You see this? Very local, but also we've got some local bull CVD going too. Smack right into the 6 Juanita. Oh, no, we front ran her. Wow. XWG has increased 149% in 24 hours. It's a shame I'm not trading that.
Crafted for performance and beauty and available in 4 tranquil tones. Order samples at lineage.trex.com.
All right, we're hitting J-Boy Bullsh's local golden pocket right now, coming right into the 6 Juanita. Check out our 1 minute. Yeah, we still got those bear divs at the 6 Juanita. How often do you make these live streams? We do 3 of these a day, Abu. I do 2 or 3 a week. Boyan does one every day for London Open. White Phoenix does one every day for Asia Open. And K-Pax does the New York Open ones that I don't do for the most part. So we try and do 3 of these live streams a week, and we're always posting updates in our channels and stuff. So all right, let's see what's gonna happen here, guys. With the Bitcoin, we're getting a move to the upside. Wow, would you look at that? These are the types of candles I like to see, baby. Alright, so I mean, we're coming up to this golden pocket locally. Let's see, like, if there's any kind of... No, there's not really any kind of bearish sign here at all. No bearish CVD here. We do have bearish divs, though, on Market Cipher B as we come up to here. This is not the most exciting New York Open in the world, but I mean, what would you say? What would Crypto Lifer say if he saw this? He would probably say that this is a inverted head and shoulders. Do we have 4-hour bullish cheeks? Yeah, we do. 27,690 says Phenom. 27,690 is a single print, huh? Interesting. Yeah, you're right. It's also the local value area high of the range. Yeah, I'm just personally not really interested in trading anything besides my levels. You know, it's just not... I'm just a level guy. I'm a level-headed guy. I like to trade my levels. I only degen scalp in the winter.
creating your first video? You should start with the music. Go to artlist.io and get high quality music and sound effects for any type of video you want to.
Okay, so the 12-minute div is now invalidated. Man, this is a hot beat. Trading Bitcoin, gonna short, gonna long. I don't know, but all day I'm chilling here singing this song. Oh no, baby, let me take a peek. With the onion. What just happened? My stream just done? Something going on with the audio, guys. My audio's flipping out here. We're above the WeVop. Are we above VWAP? Yeah, wow, would you look at that? Here we go, here we go. All right, well, we are above VWAP. We're coming into the golden pocket. The bearish divergence is invalid, and let's come back to our order flow. Yeah. Man, we pumping. Bitcoin price up above the VWAP. If you're German like K-Pax, you call it the WeVop. Trading derivatives, never on spot. Bitcoin price action about to get real hot. Oh, coming up to the previous day POC. Blue candles, the only thing that I see. Down below, we got the yellow line, waiting for Bitcoin to do something in time. Let's come down, check the CBD. Let me make it bigger so I can see. Open interest coming up, then it's going down. Your ears are vibing out to the sound of my rap, yo. Oh man, so we're coming up to the coming up to the to the local value area high, baby, right where my man was talking about he was looking to take a short. So let's see what happens as we come up here. Man, what a lame kind of New York Open here. But you know, I have to say the 1 hour money flow is looking pretty juicy. It's looking pretty dang juicy. I saw that the KuCoin Twitter was hacked. We have lag? Dang. Can you explain about market Cipher B oscillators when they're close to each other and inverse? What do you mean when they're close to each other and inverse? I'm not really sure what you mean. Do you mean the RSIs and stuff? The RSIs, when they are close to each other, it means we're probably going to get a powerful move in the opposite direction. So like, for example, like up here, when these are close to each other, it usually means we're going to get a powerful move in the opposite direction. And when they're close down here, powerful move in the opposite direction. That's typically what I use the RSIs for, but I don't look at them in relation to the other oscillators. You'll never really see the RSIs come below that 0 line. Not that I can think of. And then the yellow line on market Cipher B, the higher or lower it goes, it's like the more powerful that move is. You know what I'm saying? So the angle of the VWAP will tell you a lot as well. Like this yellow line is colloquially called the VWAP. I don't know what it actually is, but if it's at an angle like this, right, you probably can't expect a move as powerful as if it's at like a straight up angle, more like this one, right? You can kind of tell it's going to be a more powerful move. Of course, it's always changing, but you know, the main things I'm looking at market Cipher B are the money flow and the momentum wave. So right now I'm seeing money flow thickening. It's like gravy on Thanksgiving. It's thickening, right? We got the uneven cheekage going on. So let's see what happens here. Man, this is actually a creepy beat right here. I'm gonna change this one, guys. This is a little too creepy for my taste.
People remember heartwarming ads, so bundle and save with Liberty Mutual.
This is what I'm talking about. I mean, look, we've got bearish divs on the 1 minute. We've got bearish divs on the 6. Maybe we're not going to go straight to the moon, guys. I don't know. But all I do know is that I am trading my levels. And I'm going to set alerts. So I'm going to set an alert if we come back down to value area low of the range here. And I'm going to set an alert if we come to the golden pocket again. All right, cool. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna head out, but these are my plans, these are my levels, these are my trades. I was hoping we'd get some more volatility here. We may, but for right now we're at local resistance. Not gonna be looking to take any trades unless we come up to at least our purple box, or if we take out these lows. For me, I'm not looking for anything unless we come down to this green box or up to this purple box, at least. So if you missed the beginning of the stream, go back where I go through all the different potential trade entries and stuff. And with that being said, God bless you guys. Thank you so much for being here.